Ready when you are. On a 5, 6, 7, 8?
Sure. 5, 6, 7, 8.
The A-List.
Welcome back to the A-List podcast with Allison and
Alex.
I'm Alex.
I'm Allison. Wow, that was so
Delilah.
Yeah, it felt like a bluesy,
Welcome back.
melodic.
That was the concerto by... Yeah, like I'm doing a... Actually, I'm doing
like
that
a
because I was
radio.
served a TikTok of a VJ who is... Not a VJ. A radio DJ who is for like a classical channel. So she was like... And that was Beethoven's fun fact. Bet you it was very soothing.
Voice.
Yeah.
Did you ever want to be a MTV VJ?
No.
I did.
No, I wanted to be in the music videos.
Oh, I mean, of course.
No, hosting has never been like a dream of mine.
Yeah. I watched and I was like, what a fun job. You just get to meet famous people all day, every day.
Totally.
I was in, I don't know if I've ever said this, but I was in New York City one summer where there was like the biggest blackout ever. And I was in Times Square. I think we were in like that chocolate store. I guess you haven't been there, right?
The M&M store?
Yes, maybe.
I know that there's a big M&M store.
Or maybe it was just a like souvenir shop.
Okay.
And everything went black. It was crazy.
It went black. What do you mean?
Like the whole city. Like the power grid went down in like the New York tri-state area. And
Crazy.
all of the power went out. And it was out for hours and hours and hours. So we were in this souvenir shop. I was probably like 12. Power goes out. We walk out. But it was after 9/11, and so everyone thought it had something to do with that. Because it wasn't that many years after. It was probably like 2005, 2004.
Okay.
And so immediately it was like everyone's mind went to another attack because it wasn't, there hadn't been that much time removed. So we walk out on the street and we just start walking because we're like, we don't really know what to do. We had driven into the city because my sister was working at a amusement park like an hour outside of the city, like a small amusement park. She was a performer, and we had driven in to the city. So we had to get to our car. So we just start walking. And I remember relates to VJs because I remember walking one direction and coming straight at me was the VJ Sway. Sway, is that his name?
Sure don't know.
He wore like a head wrap. VJ
Sway.
Is that his name? Yeah, Sway. Sway Calloway. He worked on MTV and he was very famous at the time. So I was like, I clocked him right away. He's also very tall. And he was walking with such purpose. Because he was like, I have to get back to the studio. Like, this is going to be big news.
Did you follow him?
No, because we were all scared. And we were like, we have to get to the car.
Yeah, that's
and we get there, and we had driven in just like me, my mom, and like 2 other people. And my sister, and then, one other person. And when we were left, all of her performer friends had taken the train in. And the train stopped didn't work. So my sister was like, can we fit them in the car? This was a small car. So we packed like 5 more people in this car. I had to sit on the center console and my head was like tilted because I was hitting the ceiling.
Yeah.
We were stuck in a car for 6 hours because we started driving and we were going over like one of the main bridges that you get out of the city, and we weren't moving for probably 4 of the hours. And I was just sitting there on that center console with my head to one side for that long. And it was honestly the craziest thing that I had witnessed at the time. I had a friend that was also in New York City, happened to be at the same time, and he was at the top of the Empire State Building, and they had to walk down every flight of stairs.
No.
To leave.
No.
Wild time. And I think like historically that's one of the biggest like blackouts that have happened.
What a place to be.
Wild.
When something like
just
that
happened
happens.
to be there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
VJs.
VJs. Speaking of famous people, not funny, but Richard Simmons has passed away at the time of this recording.
Passed away.
Who else?
Shelley Duvall.
What's her name from Charmed?
Yeah, Shannon Doherty.
Shannon Doherty. She's very young, 56. She's
been
what
fighting
kind
it
of cancer?
for a long breast
Breast cancer.
She's been fighting it for so long.
Yeah. She's
Sucks.
iconic. Who was the other one you said?
Huh?
Who's
Shelley Duvall.
I don't know who that is, I don't think.
She played Olive Oil in the Popeye movie. She was in Psycho.
Okay.
She's an iconic horror actress. If you looked her up, look at her face.
Is she the main lady in Psycho? The Scream?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Aw.
Wait. Psycho?
Psycho's like the shower scene.
No. It's not Psycho. It's The Shining.
Oh, do you know what?
Shining.
I've never seen The Shining. I'm going to be really brave and
say that you haven't seen it.
And say that I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen Casablanca.
I haven't either.
Okay. Well, we've not seen a couple classics.
Yeah, I know. Those are ones that people...
Yeah.
Casablanca, honestly, is for our generation, isn't that big of a deal. I feel like more people have not seen Casablanca.
I think it's for film buffs. They're like, how could you not?
For sure. I don't have it. I know. I don't have a desire. Sorry.
Yeah.
But The Shining, I'm sure I would like. I like horror. So, but I feel like that is, of the two, people have probably seen that more. Yeah. But Richard Simmons, I didn't know this, but he had just been diagnosed with skin cancer in March.
Oh.
So it seems that might be the cause. And I know they haven't put out an official statement, but it also said that he fell recently. It said...
How old was he?
70s. I don't exactly know unless it comes up in this article. But I believe 70s. 76.
Well, at least we'll always have our kiss.
I know. And if you guys haven't heard, if you're new to the podcast, you maybe give a one sentence.
I worked on a shoot where Richard Simmons was in the soundstage next door filming a little thing. He came over to say hi because the celebrities on my shoot, he knew them. And he went down the line of everyone there and gave everyone a kiss on the lips, including me.
Yeah.
So we'll always have that.
You will always have that. And he probably remembers you for sure.
For sure. And how are you and the fitness marshal honoring his...
I don't know how we're going to honor, but Caleb does feel such a kinship to him. And weirdly, this year, he had never reached out to him before.
Yeah.
And he felt compelled to a few months ago, honestly. And he emailed him and he wrote back and was very nice and had a lot of nice things to say. It was it was a long reply and nice things to say, and said that, he was very grateful to have been a part of making so many people's lives happy and better. And so, but weird because all these years he's been
recluse,
doing interview after interview saying he's a mixture of Richard Simmons and Britney Spears, Caleb.
Yeah.
And he had never tried to make contact before, and
that's funny.
This year felt compelled to. So yeah, we owe a lot to his format and stuff. I don't think that Caleb would have felt as, I'm speaking for him a little bit, but I feel like he had a lot of confidence in teaching dance fitness because he saw Richard Simmons do it so well. And
well, Richard Simmons also was the originator of that style of aerobics, period.
Yeah. We wouldn't even doing it if he really hadn't. So it is very sad. It did say that he fell. His housekeeper found him this week, or maybe last week. I'm trying to find it. At 10 a.m. Saturday morning, his housekeeper found him unresponsive on the floor next to his bed, but showed no obvious external signs of injury. And then it said he didn't want to go to the hospital.
Oh.
So, and then obviously, wait, was that Saturday?
He passed on Saturday.
Okay, so sorry. Before he passed, there was a day where he fell.
Got it.
But he didn't want to go to the hospital. I don't know if that thing is related, but I did see that in March he was diagnosed with skin cancer. So if it was metastatic or whatever, those things do move quickly, which is very sad.
It is very sad.
This is a PSA. If you are a person in general, you should go get your skin checked. And I have made an appointment for August to go do that because I've never done it. So very serious, and you should all at least get a.
And if you're like me and you fake bake, you definitely should.
Yeah, it's honestly, ever since that one season of Grey's Anatomy where what's her name gets skin cancer.
Grey's Anatomy will make you scared of anything.
True. And for someone who is a hypochondriac like me.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's not good.
Same as the show House.
Oh,
That'll
I
make you scared
House,
of anything.
Though. Those were all such weird things that
They
it
were.
was like,
They were.
It seemed impossible, but the way that they all found it was like, oh, it's just this person happens to live in this house where it's this weird type of mold and it did this and this and this. And I did feel like that was coming. I also watched the show 100 Ways to Die or 1,000 Ways to Die.
Yeah.
Scary.
Yeah.
I honestly had to stop. It was too anxiety inducing.
Yeah. Also, I know we don't get into politics really, but
yeah,
Trump's attempted assassination was crazy.
Truly wild. Like there's only been a couple times in our lifetime where news has broken and has like silenced everyone. I mean, obviously 9/11, we were young. Is there another time that you can remember learning some type of, maybe like bin Laden's death? Like, I know that was like nighttime, maybe
like not so instant, but like the quarantine with COVID.
Oh my God. Yeah. But that I was at the beach on Saturday and someone got a text and they were like, someone just tried to kill Trump. And then because we have such instant access to information on our phones, I opened it and I saw the picture. I saw like a bunch of stuff and it was like, everyone was like, oh my God, this is crazy. Because has there been another assassination attempt or assassination? I guess Reagan, but we weren't alive.
Right.
And then I heard, when I was looking up, there was something about a grenade with George Bush.
Senior? Junior?
Junior. I think it was just a threat or like they found a grenade. It didn't detonate or anything. But I think that was like post 9/11. It was a plot or something. But yeah, I feel like not in our lifetime. And if that had happened, that would have been like really crazy. Yeah. And I'm still actually nervous, to be really quite frank. This is not like a political scared. It's just like, I feel like people are unpredictable and from either side, like people can just go do something wild. And so I am a little bit afraid of that happening.
Yeah.
So, but
wild and crazy.
I'm glad that he's okay, seemingly. No matter what, it's not about politics.
Well, someone did die, and that's sad.
Oh my God, I totally forgot.
Yeah, there was an actual casualty.
Oh, yeah, that sucks. That's so...
And the footage is just there on TikTok.
Yeah, it just happened.
Of the person getting shot.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's obviously not cool, regardless, to try to kill someone in general. And then the fact that an innocent bystander that was just there... did someone else get injured? Yes. I know there was like more people that got injured,
yeah,
right?
but only one casualty.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm on TikTok and see that, and then I scroll, and then did you see like the Maren Morris video that's going around?
Oh no.
Someone on her team's getting fired or a raise, but she's performing the middle, and you just fully see her vagina.
I thought that was Doja Cat.
No.
Wait, so that also happened to Doja Cat. Is something going on? Is there like a women's empowerment thing that's happening?
But I don't know. Look, I screen recorded it, and I will delete it, everyone, because there's no way that this is going to exist anymore. I found it immediately, and I could not believe that this exists.
So I can't find the Doja Cat one, so I think that's already been taken down. But I saw TikToks of people being like, Doja Cat's cat or whatever.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Watch this. Can you fucking believe that?
And it's not just like a nude thong?
No, it's her full vagina.
Do you think she did this on purpose? She had to look in the mirror, right?
Here's the thing. When she goes back to the mic, and I don't know if I recorded it up to there, she stands in a way that it's like, oh, if she was looking at herself in the mirror and posed, it doesn't look like it would open like that.
Here's my thing. It's hot outside. There's no way that I'm I'm all for if you're going out at night and maybe you have a tight dress and it's like even the thong
Yeah.
like line is visible.
Yeah.
I'm all for go commando if it serves
Sure,
you.
go commando.
But performing outside when it's hot, you're wearing a jean skirt.
Yes.
That is not comfortable. I'm so sorry.
But I think she was just performing the middle.
And she just was like, this is it.
Yeah. But yeah.
Wild. Also with a slit that high, even if you look in the mirror and you're like, I can't see it, there's no way that I wouldn't be like, this slit is pretty high on my leg.
It's all the way up to her crotch.
Yeah.
Like, of course we're going to see the crotch.
So fully, I think this also happened to Doja Cat. I think the video is just gone, but she's performing somewhere and everyone,
It's like,
the videos were going around and everyone was like, that's her actual vagina. So maybe
she don't
something's
care.
going on. Oh no, she's
like, meh.
lives for that.
Yeah.
So
TikTok's a wild place. First it's Trump getting shot, and then it's Marin Morris's
just like 180 of
instant information. Just
and it's like you read one and it's horrifying, and then they're both horrifying, but in different ways. And it's like this is what we're conditioned to now, which is pretty wild.
Yeah.
So
woo.
Yeah, a weird time to be alive.
Truly.
On a different note, are you up on the Taylor Swift lore of Reputation?
Somewhat, but I've kind of stopped listening to that stuff because she's going to do what she's going to do, and I'm going to love it when it happens. But it was more fun for me getting involved in all of that leading up to the Eras tour, which I can't believe was a year ago already.
And she's still going.
She's still motherfucking going. A year ago, Megan was coming out here in like 2 weeks from now. We would have been going to see Taylor Swift, and that's just wild.
Was that the start of the tour?
No, it was towards the.
So she had already been on tour.
She'd been on tour since. So she's been on tour for. It'll be 2 years in January.
She's tired, right?
Of course she's tired. December is when it ends.
Oh,
so
okay.
she'll be done.
Well, the latest is that I guess I just learned about this 1 hour ago from Reagan, but something with the piano. Okay. So her like upright whatever piano that she plays or her keyboard, I don't know. Yeah, with the first time that something happened with it, it was like there was a malfunction, and then she said, "Oh, it's haunted," and then she Speak Now dropped recently after that, and then I guess it happened again, and
1989.
Yeah, but I forget off the top of my head what happened with that one.
Okay,
but
that one I thought she changed her outfit.
Okay. And what just happened in Milan is that it was also something was happening with it. Like the top was not coming down. And people say when it lifted, it sounded like a snake sound. And it happened twice.
Oh.
So the girlies are
lore.
Predicting the snake sound was real and then meant Reputation is coming.
I really hope so. I'm ready for it.
Yeah. Are you ready for it? How long ago was the album came out?
Reputation?
No. Tortured Poets.
Tortured Poets came out in April.
So it's been. Do you feel like it's lived its life enough for her to release another work, or do you think it needs more time?
Well, so when she announced 1989, it was a while. She announced it at the last LA show in August, and it didn't come out until October. Yeah. So I feel like it would make sense if she were to announce it soon and then like release it again in October.
Because it might not mean it's released. It might just mean she's going to say.
Correct.
That makes actually more sense to me. Because for me, it doesn't feel like Tortured Poets has been out long enough for her to put something else out. Yeah.
And Megan's prediction, and it's been pretty right, is that she doesn't think we're going to get. She thinks we're going to get 1989. Reputation and Taylor Swift next year. Both of them.
Okay.
Like this was her Tortured Poets year, and then next year we'll get the two Taylor's versions.
So say she announces it because we're halfway done with July. Say she announces at the end or the beginning of August. That means it would only be 5 months until January.
Right.
So that could be.
That's a little long. She's typically on the 90-day thing.
Oh, I thought there was one time where it was really long, but maybe people were upset if that.
No, it's never been that long.
Okay. Well, I like to hear the speculations. I'm not putting in the work
No.
to
But you'll hear it.
find anything out, but I like to hear the
You like to be a part of the lore.
The lore.
Yeah.
Also, the Twisters movie is coming out, and
Stoked.
for us Indiana kids, I mean, wow.
Did you know my ex-girlfriend Rebecca Charlene?
Did you guys
Her
go to the
cousin
movies and
wrote
did you
that.
finger her at the movies?
No.
Wrote Twister or Twisters?
Her cousin wrote the original Twister movie.
Oh my gosh.
Or her mother's
That's
cousin.
iconic.
Yeah. So random. It's like they wrote the movie. If I remember this correctly, Becca, let us know. They wrote it, sold it, and then just have lived off of that for the rest of their lives.
Of course.
That was like their mic drop moment.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Were they in the business or was it just like
No, I think they just wrote a screenplay and sold it.
Then what are we doing?
It's harder to do
something.
these days.
True. Honestly, the original Twister movie is truly one of, I could watch that movie
So
any
good.
day, anytime.
I do kind of wish this was a sequel. I know we've lost Bill, but I kind of wish it was a sequel, not a reimagining, but that's okay.
Yeah. I'm going to say it. I'm fatigued by Glenn Powell.
Because he's just so
He's just
present.
everywhere. Yeah. I feel like when someone gets like hot and then
This is
they're
what Hollywood
in
does.
every movie ever, it's like
Yes.
that doesn't. I like him. He's fine to me. Like he's a fine
Sure.
actor, but I don't need him in every movie made
Right.
for like the next like
But
2
this is
years
what Hollywood
after he
does.
gets famous.
This is what Hollywood does. They did it with Robert Pattinson. They did it with little twink Spider-Man guy. They do this with their leading men.
Yeah, Sydney Sweeney too. Like because they
And leading
both-
women, yes. They do it with
Yeah.
both. Zac Efron, remember after high school, it was like Hairspray, 17 again.
Which Hairspray is his peak to me, so not mad. Link
Have you watched his new
Larkin,
movie
The one where the
Family
fighting
Affair?
one? Oh no,
on Netflix?
is it a rom com?
Yeah, it's with Nicole Kidman and Joey King
I haven't. Is it good?
and Kathy Bates. Listen, here's what I'll say. It was entertaining, but like for me, and look, I understand that something happened, but something else also happened. His face is not the same. And I just ended up on a Google. The movie was on, but I was in a rabbit hole trying to figure out what happened to him.
Yeah.
Do you know what he claims happened?
I've read it before, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
He claims that he was running through his house, slipped, and smashed his chin into a marble table,
Okay.
and it was injured in a way that he had to go through physical therapy, that he had to relearn how to use his mouth muscles. And so the mouth muscles that are like in the front of our mouths, we don't use as much as the back ones, but he had to learn how to use his front ones more. So it changed the shape of his jaw. That is the story.
Okay. It seems pretty
No.
elaborate. You just think he had like cosmetic
I
surgery.
think he may have had an accident and then had reconstructive surgery that went bad.
Yeah.
Because I'm not
Why
saying he
wouldn't
didn't.
he just say that? Like it's not weird if you have an accident and then you have to have surgery.
Or like if it did heal, but then he got injections to like try to, but like there is, like he can't open his mouth all the way when he act, and it's just like,
Yeah.
what's going on, Zach?
It's a significant difference. He also looked so different for that like fighting movie he
Correct.
just did that I don't know if they added anything to
Prosthetics, they may have.
I feel like it did because he looked wild. Like he didn't look like himself at all.
Here's going back to this movie. Here's what I'll say. So the salaries of the actors leaked. Did you see this? So Kathy Bates is in it. She's in like 4 scenes.
Okay.
But it's Kathy fucking Bates.
Yeah.
Oscar winner Kathy Bates got
Yeah.
$100,000 to do this movie.
Oh no.
Nicole Kidman, $10 million.
No way.
Zac Efron, $3 million. Joey King, who is the lead in this movie,
Yeah.
$600,000. They couldn't
Honestly-
even give her $1 million.
Honestly, work of a woman having the highest salary.
Oh, so I mean, of course, like it's first of all, when you see this movie, like watch the trailer, you're like, why the fuck is Nicole Kidman in this?
Yeah.
I feel like they pitched it to her like, look at this Anne Hathaway film about a young, because it's the exact same kind of story. It's like a younger guy who falls for an older woman, and I think the Anne Hathaway movie, they did it right. Like that one
Okay.
doesn't, but this one is like a little like,
Kathy Bates
she crushed it.
is in Titanic.
Yes.
So,
And Misery.
I mean, she's in
And-
everything.
Listen, there was this short-lived Netflix show, 2 seasons called Disjointed. Have you seen it? No. It's a comedy, multicam audience comedy that no one knows about, starring her, and it's about her owning a weed shop. And it came out in like 2019, and it's so good. I highly recommend it. Disjointed, really funny.
Yeah.
2 seasons and it was canceled, but Kathy Bates is incredible in it.
What streaming? Netflix.
It's a Netflix original.
Wow.
Anyway, she's a great actress.
Yeah, 100,000 is laughable. If 4 scenes, what type of filming time do you think that would be?
But I say 4 scenes, and like I thought of this too. I was like, okay, it wasn't like 4 scenes in the same office, where it's like they clearly filmed this in 3 days.
One day, yeah.
So it's like one of her scenes is in a home office. One of her scenes is one of her scenes is in a home office, and then one of them is at a grocery store, and then one of them is at a cabin in Big Bear.
So
and that
we're
one,
saying
there's multiple
at least
scenes.
5 days?
I would say probably 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Because they probably went to Big Bear because they had this cabin. They probably filmed for 3 days there. Mm-hmm. Based on how many scenes happened there, that's my guess. The grocery store scene was 1. She never got out of the car. So she probably was like...
That's probably a day of filming.
Yeah, I would say 2 weeks of commitment, but maybe 5 days of filming for her.
Yeah. 100K still seems really low for...
because Kathy Bates is not a new actress. So she's got agents, managers, PR. These are all people she has to pay.
Yeah.
So her cut from that at the end of it was made $30K.
Do you think it was she did it as a favor?
I think it had to have been a favor. One of the writers or someone she knows. But anyway, when those got leaked, I was just like...
The thing is she also doesn't need to work. No. She's set for life.
And she did a great job
whatever she does. So maybe it is just a fun, she knows someone.
I just remembered another scene she's in. So yeah, 5 scenes.
Yeah.
She's in it throughout. So I don't know. Watch it.
Joey
I think it's
King,
entertaining. Joey King crushed it.
I don't know what she should be getting paid. She is popping off kind of right now.
Yeah, but she's been acting since she was 6 years old.
Yeah. But
and leading acting.
I don't know that much about how much people get paid in that world but I feel $1 million. If at least $1 million. If he's getting 3 and Nicole Kidman is getting 10, could they not have bumped Nicole to 8
or 9, 9.2 and given Joey the you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know, but Joey did an incredible job.
If you're that big of an actor, if you're Nicole Kidman.
Oh, and her wig in this, awful. Nicole usually has the best wigs in town. The wig they put her in this movie is crazy.
Is she a producer on it?
Don't know. Didn't look that deep. I couldn't stop the rabbit hole.
I don't know.
Face.
Again, don't know how it works. But if you're a producer on a movie, say, because I feel like people like that don't do anything unless they're also executive producing it.
Sure.
So say she's an EP. Does she see the salaries?
Yeah.
So she knows that she's getting $10 million, and she knows that the lead of this thing is getting $600,000. You're rich. You're so rich. Does she not go, give the kid some more?
I don't
or are
know.
you just that self-centered when you're that big too, that you're hey, they're giving it to me, I'm taking it?
Who knows? I mean, it could have even been a thing of they were like, Joey, this is the budget we have for the lead. And we want it to be you, but you know what I mean? I don't know. But Joey King is
hard for me.
If you listen to Joey King on any interview, she's so eloquent. She is such a smart fucking human. Mm-hmm. And to me, it was just throw her $600K. She carried the movie.
Yeah.
When I think about it, I'm picturing her scenes. Nicole is it was great. They're all great actors, but Joey really carried that thing. You should watch it.
I would like to.
Everyone else watch it. Let us know what you think.
Are you going to go see Longlegs? Is that about spiders?
I have no idea. I don't know anything about it. I just see the TikTok videos where they're this is me before Longlegs, and I skip it. I have no idea.
You're a Nick Cage. You like Nicolas Cage, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was enough for you to be I want to watch.
He's in it?
Yeah, he is Longlegs.
I don't know anything.
I don't either. I need to know if it's about spiders. I have to look this up. The film follows an FBI agent tasked with tracking down an oculist serial killer who she realizes she has a personal connection to. Doesn't sound like it's about spiders.
No.
Here's what I'm going to say. This title makes me think of Daddy Longlegs, as I feel like
Totally.
it would to anyone.
Yeah.
So it's giving spider.
It's giving Sting.
Listen, did anyone else watch that?
I don't know. And is it out on anything right now?
Yeah, it is. It is.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It says this serial killer whatever. After each incident, the father murdered his wife and children before taking his own life and then left each crime scene. There's a letter with cryptic satanic coding that is signed Longlegs. I wonder if this is a true story.
Oh, I thought it was something supernatural.
It seems to be,
Not.
yeah, just a serial killer. Which, honestly, I'll probably like it then. If it was spiders, I wasn't really, like, trying to mess with it.
You mean you didn't like Sting?
No, didn't like Sting. What's that movie from our childhood about spiders that was so
Eight-Legged
scary?
Freaks? Oh.
No, Arachnophobia.
Oh, yeah.
So scary.
Made for TV movie.
Ugh.
It was Arachnophobia, and then they had one about bees. They put them out back to back.
No way.
Yeah.
And I feel it in my throat.
Closing up.
I don't like it. Anyway, I would like to see Twisters. I love Anthony Ramos, even though he did some controversial things with he cheated on what's her name that was so beautiful from Hamilton.
Yes, the beautiful Hamilton actress.
So I don't like him for that, but I do like him as an actor. And
I don't know who the girl is.
I don't either.
I love a newbie, though. I love someone that I don't recognize getting
Yeah.
into something like this.
Yeah.
It'll be nice to see a movie about twisters with like the effects of today, because they were great for the time too.
Yeah. I also would like to go to a drive-in to see it.
Mm.
That would be such a vibe.
I've been to the drive-ins here, and they're not that fun for me.
I actually was going to ask if you had, because in Indiana we have really good drive-in movie.
I think it's just the weather situation.
Because it's just hot.
It's just so hot.
Yeah.
But they are
Sad.
nice in that, like, I don't know how they are in Indiana, but like your car is up at an angle. You like pull down an aisle and then you're up at an angle so that you can like sit back in your seat.
The one that we always went to was not like that. It
Would
was
you
just,
like get in your truck bed and?
Yeah, it was like in the movie Grease.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
exactly how
Oh,
it
okay.
was.
Yeah. The ones here, they're slanted. The weird thing
It's
about
really,
one of them that I've
honestly-
been to here, it's like massive. There's 3 screens.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you can be watching your movie, but like look over and see the other one.
Oh, okay.
A little interesting. And they're always
Yeah.
double features.
I looked up a few. I think there's one in Hollywood, maybe.
Oh, I've never been to that one.
But that's not the vibe. I want to be like a little bit more
Yeah, I
out
think
of the city.
El Segundo, I think, is the big one.
Yeah. I might look into it because I actually would like to give it a, you know, at least
I saw
a one
Ghostbusters
time.
at the drive.
That's cute.
It was in an uncomfortable car. That's another thing too. You got to have like a car that's comfortable to sit in for that long.
And what car is that?
Exactly.
I guess a truck is
You can bring
good.
chairs too. Like people were outside.
That's what normally we would do.
Yeah.
If you don't have a good car for viewing, like you would just like get some folding chairs. You would get, you can go get your popcorn, but it was exactly like the movie Grease. That's what the one in Indiana was like.
Nostalgia.
Yeah.
Nostalgia.
What was I going to? It seems that Katy has gotten some backlash on the
reviews are not good.
Yeah. In addition to Dr. Luke, which we already knew was a thing. It's like people are saying it's the opposite of women's empowerment, kind of. And it's like you're still just objectifying our bodies. And it seems like this headline, I tried to read as fast as I could right before we started recording.
Yeah.
But it said,
so intelligent.
it's like, sorry, I'm going to cut this out. Like there's a quote that says, like, as an OG Katy Perry fan, this is a missed opportunity. You could have shown real working women, mothers, military women, grandmothers. Like, that's what being a woman is about. We're not just our bodies. Disappointed to see the video. We were thinking it would be an anthem for empowering women, celebrating us, empowering us. Instead, her new video says nothing about how strong we all are. Sorry, Katy, but prancing around in next to nothing does nothing for us. You took a song and sexified it. Like, and it seems that I saw a quote that said that she turned it around and was like, it's satire. And like, you didn't say that before.
No.
So it's giving cringe.
We'll see how it goes when the album drops.
Yeah. I don't care.
You're not that invested in this.
I'm really not. I will listen. I'll give everything a couple minutes of a listen.
Few couple minutes.
Few couple minutes, not even that. I'll give like 30 seconds. And if something compels me, I'll listen to it more, but I can't.
Love it. Oh, your mom gets here tomorrow?
My mom does get here
We are
tomorrow.
pre-recording again, you guys. Not that you care, but maybe you're wondering, like, why haven't they talked about dodgeball? Well, we haven't gone again. It's in a couple days.
Yeah.
My bruise is nearly healed. So is Allie's.
We can't keep only talking about dodgeball though, so it's probably good that we have.
Just letting you know, we'll have an update in a couple weeks. But Allie's mom gets in tomorrow. I leave for Indiana a couple days.
Yeah.
So after this. Yeah, the next episode you'll listen to, I'll have my Indiana update.
Okay, yeah, and you will have gone to Cedar Point.
You're being right. I will have gone
I know.
to
I
Cedar
can't
Point.
talk today. I don't know what to say about it.
I will have gone to Cedar Point, yes, and then we can get the lowdown on your time with Mama as well.
Yeah, it'll be nice. I only have a couple things like actually planned, and then the rest we're just gonna figure out as it goes.
You're gonna vibe.
I took her to do a lot of like touristy things the first time she was here, so
Sure.
I don't think we'll be doing much of that. One thing I might want to do is I've never seen a movie at the Chinese theater.
Oh, that's fun.
So I think I might book either Twisters or I think that's the only movie that.
Or is it just because of the historical relevance?
Yeah.
Oh, because I was going to say, if you want to take her to a theater, take her to iPic.
Oh, for sure. No, I think she would like to go for
sure.
Because I took her there to see, the handprints and all of that when she was here. And I think, like, especially for her generation, it feels like that's a staple.
Because that's where premieres used to exclusively be. Yeah.
Yeah. And any of my family that's visited, that's like the main thing they want to see because it's like, you see it on TV.
That's the history.
It's a part of like so many movies and everything. So I think it'd be fun to go to an actual movie there. I've never been inside at all, so I want to see what it's like. So
I love that.
We'll see. That's like something I have in my brain that's an extra if we have time.
If there's time.
Yeah.
I love it.
We don't have any speak pipes again, everyone, but since we are recording so quickly,
the day after,
we're not giving anyone time.
No, the day that the episode came out.
I'm like so mad about mad at everyone for not doing it.
Oh, I did want to say this is late, but it's Emily's birthday week, and Emily, thanks for listening, and happy birthday to you. It's a little delayed at this point, but happy birthday.
I will say she commented on the hemisphere situation of Australia.
Yes, she did. Yeah.
But Emily, I don't think that you were understanding what I was saying.
Yeah, Allison was saying.
I was saying that I thought that Australia was
two different. Some of
seasons.
Australia is warm, some of Australia is cold.
Yeah, and she was like, "Yeah, we're opposite of you."
Right.
Which I didn't know that, but what I'm still asking is let me see if she responded to me because.
Oh, you asked again. Right.
I was like, but still, is the continent split between two? She said the whole continent is in the same season. So I was wrong, and I will own that. So everyone,
I was right.
You were right. Congratulations. Redacted on my part, and
Corrections
Alex
corner
was right.
Yep.
So I have birthdays, but I also want to say that on July 29th is when The Parent Trap was released. And since we just talked about it recently, I just wanted everyone to know that in 1998, The Parent Trap changed our lives forever.
What a great day.
Yeah. Other things that were released this day, just because I never look at the entertainment page on
Entertainment.
The Mask.
Somebody stop me.
1994.
Love it.
I never saw The Smurfs in 2011. Did you?
Yes, because it had a Britney Spears song in it.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it.
Oh la la.
National Lampoon's Vacation, 1983.
Work.
I don't know most of these. F-Boy Island. Did you ever watch that? 2021?
F-Boy Island. I did not watch that show. No. But that was hosted by Nikki Glaser, the comedian.
Okay.
It's not a birthday, but July 29th is my older sister's wedding anniversary, and they got married in 2006, so it will be 18 years, which is crazy.
Yeah, that is.
They got
Nowadays,
married as children.
that's crazy.
Yeah, they got married as children, and they're still together.
Yeah.
Love
Where did they get
Kyle.
married?
They got married at our church,
Mm-hmm.
and then the reception was at. Oh my God, I can picture what it looks like on the inside, but I don't remember what it was. But it was massive. I want to say there was like 400 people in attendance.
All the whole church congregation?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
And like everyone's extended families and their families.
Yeah.
Because you can't exclude anyone.
No. That is like, if I ever get married, like that's something I'm going to have to let go because I'm such a I don't want to leave anyone out.
Oh,
But
yeah.
that's a time where money is
Yeah.
the driver of all
Yeah.
things. And that's going to be hard for me.
Yep.
The song It's All Coming Back to Me Now was released in 1996.
I need to watch her documentary now that I'm
Same,
thinking
I
about that.
haven't.
Oh, I'm gonna
That's
cry.
going to be like on both of our...
I think I'm going to watch it on the airplane because I'm down to be on an airplane and
perfect.
cry, and that's a perfect thing to watch.
I also cry a lot on planes.
Watched Inside Out for the first time on a plane, thinking it would be fine.
Oh,
Bad
no.
mistake.
That is a very sad movie.
Yeah.
Uncoupled 2022 with Neil Patrick Harris. And that's about it.
Any birthdays?
The birthdays are John Summit. Are you like a John Summit DJ guy?
No.
I'm not either, but he's really big right now for
Okay.
the kids who like house music. It's not me. I'll tell you that.
It's not me either.
I really hate house music. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. If I'm at a club and it's exclusively house music, I can't get out of there fast enough.
Yeah, I get pretty bored pretty quick.
It's not for me. I don't get it.
No.
I don't get the allure. Not a lot of people are sticking out to me. I normally write them all down. That's why. And I'm just kind of skimming right now. Everyone's like a YouTube star. Do you know who Eliana Jones is? She's a pop singer.
No.
17 years old. Never seen her in my life.
Is she that dancer from TikTok?
I don't know.
She is. I do know who she is.
She's got pigtails?
Yep.
Yeah. She looks like, this picture of her looks like a gymnast from like the 80s.
I think she's Russian.
Perfect.
Yeah.
She's a gymnast from the 80s.
Yeah.
Josh Radnor will be 50.
Okay, yeah.
How I Met Your Mother. I watch that every night. Fell asleep to it every night. Martina McBride will be 58. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Honestly, that's all. Everyone else is a YouTube star.
Okay.
So,
well, happy birthday to the 29thers.
Yeah.
Also, last thing I want to say, because I just remembered it, but I found out something that it's going to unlock a new fear in you, and I'm sorry, but I have to share.
I wonder if I saw this too. Is it a TikTok?
Yeah. About a movie theater? About movie theater?
But I'll tell you what I saw.
Okay, so apparently, so this saying Inside Out reminded me. So this guy went to see Inside Out 2, and then like in the middle of the movie, he like turned to his wife, had no idea where he was, started vomiting and compulsing, and they rushed him to the hospital, did all the tests and everything, and a doctor said, we don't really know why, but sometimes seeing a movie in the theater just does this to people.
No way.
Yes. So I Googled it, and it's fucking true that for no reason at all, just like the scale, sound, and size of absorbing what you're seeing can literally make your body go into a state of like shock. So this man forgot, he didn't know where he was, started vomiting and compulsing, and then passed out on the ground. He's totally fine.
How have we never heard of this before in all our years?
Don't know.
How common?
Do you want to know though why this is like crazy to me? Because as a kid growing up, I would have to get taken out of the movie theater because I would have panic attacks that would start for no reason.
Oh, that's totally.
I went to see 101 Dalmatians with my aunt, and it was like 20 minutes into the movie, and I couldn't breathe and I couldn't swallow, and they had to take me out of the fucking theater.
Oh my gosh.
That used to happen to me a lot. I went to see The Emperor's New Groove with my mom and my dad. Had to take me out of the theater.
Weird.
Yeah.
And because you were a sick kid, so they
I was a
probably
sick
just
kid.
put it with that.
Yeah. And also I was a hypochondriac who thought I had cancer and like everything was killing me. So they were just like, Alex, it's just a panic. It's just anxiety.
Yeah, I guess I can see it. The loud acoustics and.
But you're totally fine. The guy he's totally healthy. Everything's fine. His tests were normal. The guy was just. But if I were him, like I'm never going to a theater again. I'm never going again.
I feel like I understand a panic attack more than like convulsing and passing out. That seems way more
terrifying. Because
then I would think maybe he has where the flashing lights bother
epilepsy.
Epilepsy.
Yeah.
Wild. Yeah, that is a new fear. No, what I saw is a TikTok of this girl who got stuck in a seatbelt and she could not get out. Like it was somehow twisted when she got in and she couldn't get it out. And it was getting so tight.
Was she in an accident?
No.
What do you mean?
She just was like sitting in the back seat and like her family got out and then she's just sitting there like, I can't unlock this and I can't get out. And her like dad is like, okay, just like stay still, I'll come get it. It's like very calm. But then as the video goes on, because they're trying to get it out, when you do the it gets tighter and tighter and tighter. And she's starting to be like,
starting to panic.
For real, I like panicking. And then she's like, I like almost can't breathe, you guys, because it was like on her stomach and it was getting tighter and tighter. And they didn't have anything to cut her out but nail clippers. So it like took forever. And she's just like sitting there trying to be calm.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just got twisted in a weird way that it, like she couldn't.
That's terrifying.
That is a
Safety
fear.
first. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll leave you with those scary things. Thank you for listening. Remember to be nice to people and tip your waiters and waitresses.
For sure.
As we always say.
I'm always saying that.
And I'm always saying that. Thank you for listening. Send us a speak pipe, and yeah, we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.